Your discipline builds your future. Welcome to Clartify.
You don't need more rest. You don't need another break. And you don't need to slow down. What you need to understand is why sitting still feels almost impossible now. Try something simple. Sit down. Don't move. No phone. No music. No background noise. Just 1 minute. If your body tightens, if your mind starts searching for something, if you feel the urge to escape, that reaction is the beginning of the explanation. Because what you're feeling is not boredom, and it's not laziness, and it's not anxiety in the way people usually mean it. It's withdrawal. Your nervous system has been trained for years to expect constant input, movement, stimulation, novelty, noise. So when nothing is happening, your brain doesn't interpret it as peace. It interprets it as danger. That's why stillness feels wrong. That's why silence feels heavy. That's why doing nothing feels like wasting time. Not because you're unproductive, but because your system has forgotten how to stop safely. At some point, rest stopped meaning recovery and started meaning absence. Absence of stimulation, absence of distraction, absence of escape. And when escape disappears, awareness comes back. That's the part most people don't want. Because awareness brings back things that were postponed. Thoughts you never finished. Emotions you never processed. Questions you kept pushing into the future. So the brain reacts the only way it knows how. It looks for movement. It looks for noise. It looks for something to consume. Not because it feels good, but because it feels familiar. There was a time when sitting still meant thinking, when waiting meant reflecting, when silence meant space. Now silence feels loud, and stillness feels threatening. Not because something bad will happen, but because something real might surface. That's why you feel restless even when nothing is required from you. That's why you feel tired even on days when you didn't do much. That's why rest doesn't feel restorative anymore. Your system never fully powers down. It stays alert, scanning, waiting for the next signal. Notification, message, video, thought. So even when you're resting, your nervous system is still working. That's exhaustion without effort. And it's one of the most confusing states to live in. Because from the outside, nothing looks wrong. You're not overworked. You're not under pressure. You're not in crisis. And yet, you feel drained. The mistake people make is trying to fix this with more stimulation. A video to relax. Music to calm down. Content to distract. But distraction doesn't calm the nervous system. It keeps it busy. There is a difference between calm and numb. And most people haven't felt real calm in years. They've only felt pauses between stimulation. That's why silence feels uncomfortable. Because silence removes the buffer. And when the buffer disappears, you meet yourself again. Not the version of you that performs. Not the version that reacts. But the version that feels. This is where most people panic. So they move again. They scroll. They check. They switch tasks. They fill the gap. And every time they do, the nervous system learns something. Stillness is unsafe. Silence is something to escape. Doing nothing is wrong. That belief becomes automatic. You don't decide it. Your body does. This is why discipline doesn't fix restlessness. Discipline works on behavior, but restlessness lives in the nervous system. You can force yourself to sit still, but if your system feels threatened, it will fight back. Thoughts get louder. Discomfort increases. The urge to move grows, so people conclude something is wrong with them. I can't relax. I can't meditate. I'm bad at slowing down, but that's not the truth. You were trained out of stillness, and anything you are trained out of can be retrained, but not through force, through safety. Short moments of stillness that don't feel overwhelming. Moments where nothing is demanded from you. Moments where attention isn't pulled away. Moments where you don't have to perform, optimize, or improve. At first, these moments will feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean they're harmful. It means your system is recalibrating. Think of it like a muscle that hasn't been used in years. The first movement feels awkward, weak, unstable. But that doesn't mean the muscle is broken. It means it's waking up. Stillness works the same way. At first, it exposes everything stimulation was covering. Restlessness, impatience, mental noise. That's not failure. That's information. Information about how long your system has been running without rest. Real rest. Not sleep. Not entertainment. Not distraction. Rest where nothing is consumed. Just presence. This is why people say they're tired of doing nothing. Because they're not doing nothing. They're doing awareness for the first time. And awareness requires energy before it restores it. Most people quit at that stage. They mistake discomfort for danger. So they go back to movement, back to stimulation, back to familiarity. And the cycle continues. Years pass like this. Busy, restless, occupied, without ever feeling truly rested, without ever feeling truly still. The inability to sit still is not a personal flaw. It's a signal that your attention has been outsourced for too long. A signal that your nervous system hasn't felt safe without input. A signal that rest has been replaced by stimulation. So don't fight the discomfort. Notice it. Don't label it. Don't escape it immediately. Just recognize it. Because the moment you stop running from stillness, something shifts. Not instantly, not dramatically, quietly. Your breath slows, your body softens, your thoughts lose urgency. Not because you force them to, but because your system remembers something old. That stillness is not danger, that silence is not loss, that doing nothing is not failure. It's recovery. And the ability to sit still is not something you lost forever. It's something waiting to be relearned. Slowly, gently, without pressure. So if you can't sit still anymore, that's not the problem. It's the message. And listening to it is the first step back to rest.
Thank you for watching. If you're ready to upgrade your mind and build unshakable discipline, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. More powerful lessons are coming. Stay disciplined. Stay clarified.